When I say Hershey, do you think of a person or do you think of chocolate candy? When I say Walt Disney, do you think of a person or do you think of theme park, Mickey Mouse? When I say Ford, do you think of a person or do you think of a vehicle? The reason you think of the thing more than you think of the person is because people are known for their vision. What will you be known for? Walk with me. Listen, I'm Billy Miller, the motivational minister, and they call me the motivational minister because I help people to improve their lives by teaching them life skills from the Bible. And today I'm going to be teaching you about three types of people who are pregnant with vision. And you most definitely want to hear the third one because that's the one you want to be. And listen, it's not going to take me that long to teach you these three types of people either. And I encourage you to watch the whole video because number one, you're going to realize what type of person you are now. Number two, you're going to realize the type of person that you want to be. And number three, if you listen, if you pay attention, if you watch this video, it just may change your life. Walk with me. And so, listen, I want to get into it. Let's dig in. And I'm talking about three types of people who are pregnant with vision. Listen, you know what it's like when a woman is pregnant with a child. So I'm going to be using that as an analogy as we go through this lesson, okay? Because just like a woman is pregnant with a child, you are pregnant with vision. And just like a woman wants to have a baby, you want to fulfill your vision. And so we're going to get into it. So let's talk about the first type of person. The first type of person is a person who's what we call the most forgettable person in the world. This is a person who aborts the vision. This is a person who has no vision. They live day by day, que sera, sera, whatever happens, happens. And this type of person is the poorest person. Miles Monroe calls it these are the poorest person in the world. Not poor meaning money, but just you're a person without a dream. And listen, this is the most forgettable person because nobody's going to remember you because you left nothing here to be remembered for. You didn't have you aborted the vision. What do I mean by vision, by the way? Let me give you just a simple definition of the word vision. Vision is seeing the future before it comes into being. Seeing the future before it comes into being. So it's not present to the senses, it's not current right now, but you have the vision. You're able to see it but long before it even gets here. Yeah, go ahead and take a screenshot of that. And you need to be a person with vision. And everybody has vision. Everybody was born, just like you was born with a fingerprint and you have a distinct fingerprint. Likewise, you were born with vision and you have a distinct vision. Uh, Dr. Miles Monroe said, sight is a function of the eyes, but vision is a function of the heart. You can have sight, but no vision. Chew on that for a minute. You can be a person who has sight, but have no vision. And when a person doesn't have vision, they're just doing whatever. They just going wherever the wind blows. They just floating wherever the wind goes. And you don't want to be this type of person. And also, as a matter of fact, let me show you this scripture, right? This quote right here. I'm not sure who said it, but it's an old saying that says, if you don't know where you're going, any road will take you there. And there are people who don't have vision. And guess what? These are most definitely not the best people to help you with your vision. You know, there are people who can't see past their bills. They can't see past their failed marriages. They can't see past their limitations. They're not the best resource to help you with your vision. And I just hope that you're not this person. I hope you're not in this category because you may think you don't have a vision because you of your low self-esteem or your insecurities. But if you're born, you have a vision and you need to talk with God about what is the vision that you have here on the earth. All right, let's get to number two. This is the second person. The second person is a person who miscarries the vision. And this is the most frustrated person in the world. And most people Majority of people, majority of the people who watch me today are in this category. These are people who have vision, but they just don't have know the process to fulfilling the vision. They have vision, but they seem to miscarry the vision. Let me give you the definition to the word miscarry. So this is just like, remember I was telling you the analogies with the baby. So the first one we talked about is the one who abort the vision. This is the one who don't want the baby. They say, hey, I don't even want the baby. I don't even want vision, right? And so they get an abortion, right? Those are the most unforgettable people in the world. The second person is the person who miscarries. You ever seen a woman, she's pregnant, she wants to have the baby, but she miscarried. And the word miscarry means to fail to achieve the intended purpose. To fail to achieve the intended purpose. You have a purpose, you have vision, but you keep failing to reach it. And this is if you ever seen a woman, I knew a woman once, and she wanted to have kids and she miscarried, and then she tried again and miscarried. She tried like two or three times before she finally got it, but and she finally had a daughter. But before she had a daughter, there was a time where she was frustrated. If you read the Bible, you see stories throughout the Bible where women were they didn't feel like they were women because they couldn't have the baby. They kept miscarrying. Likewise with your vision, there are a lot of people who are frustrated. Maybe you've attempted, you stepped out of faith with your vision. Maybe you started a business. Maybe you wrote a book. Maybe you started a YouTube channel, and maybe it's not going the way that you thought it was going to go. You're not getting results, and now you're ready to quit because you're frustrated and you're down and out, and you say, this is not working. Listen, you can't quit now. Don't quit now. Listen to me. Don't quit now. As a matter of fact, I want to encourage you. I want to give you this free book. This is a helpful resource that while you're on your vision, while you're going through the process, and while you're failing to achieve the intended purpose, it may not be working the way you thought it was going to work. I want to give you this book right here for free. If you want this book, just comment book in the comment section, and I'm going to get it to you because I understand you're frustrated. I understand your frustration. You may have been doing something for years. You may have been trying to pursue this dream for years, but it hasn't come to pass. But listen, you can't quit now. Just comment book in the comment section, and I'm going to give it to you. But I understand the frustration. It's frustrating to be you're pursuing a dream for years and you're not getting the results that you thought you were going to get. You're not farther along than you thought you were going to be. Listen, you're not alone. Most people are in this category. Did you hear what I said? Most people are in this category. And so don't get frustrated. I want you to keep pursuing, persevere, remain consistent. This is the year of consistency. And you don't want to miss out. Listen, if I said anything you like, make sure to hit that like button. And listen, now we're about to get to the third person. The third person, this is where you want to be. So listen up.
Check it out, check it out, check it out. I want to take a quick moment to tell you about this book, Life in Righteousness. The Word is Your Life, aka the Life Book. This book teaches you who you really are in Christ. Because once you know who you really are in Him, that's when you'll change. That's when you'll go higher. That's when you'll experience true transformation. Listen, change is in the discovery. Come and discover who you are as the righteousness of God. Listen, you can download this book on Amazon Kindle, or you can order the paperback copy. Either way, both links are in the description of this video. Now let's get back to this dynamic teaching.
This third person, this is the most known person in the world. This is the person who delivers the vision. Just like a woman delivers the baby, she has the baby. This is the person who has vision, and he took the necessary steps to fulfill the vision, and then it manifested. This is who you want to be. This is where you want to be. And if you don't give up as being that second person, this is where you're headed, because your breakthrough will eventually come through if you don't give up, if you don't quit. This third person is like the woman, she has the baby and everybody's excited. Everybody wants to come see. She's getting congratulations. and that baby is known. Your vision is the same thing. The reason you know KFC is because they didn't give up. That Colonel Sanders didn't give up on his vision. He got rejected a lot of times, but he didn't give up. Um, as a matter of fact, when you become this third person, I have a name for it. It's called a visionary. And I want to give you my definition of visionary. So take a screenshot of this right here. A visionary is a person who can form a mental image of something not present to the senses, even though you can't see it now, even though it's not manifested now, but you can see it on the inside. It's more real to you in your mind than it is when it actually manifests. Visionaries also, it says, a person who uses the power of imagination. Listen, I did a video once called The Meditation Step. Uh, I'll put it up here or I link it in the description of this video. It's worth watching because I teach you how to use the power of your imagination. And you need to be this third person. The third person is the person who uses the power of their imagination. And I like that last definition, a person who has faith enough to see themselves doing it, which is actually, by the way, one of my favorite definitions of faith. Faith is the reality of seeing yourself doing it. Can you see yourself doing it? Can you see yourself manifesting your dream? Can you see it coming to pass? I want you to remain a visionary. And check this out. Check this out. This is the perfect video to watch right after this one. It's called Don't Miss the Grapes. This is a video you don't want to miss. I'm going to put it right here. So look, just click right there. Go ahead. Click right there and I'll see you in that video. Listen, I love y'all. Y'all take care. Y'all stay up. Y'all stay blessed. And always remember that the word is your life.